Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning, and hope you're having a great start to your day. We sure appreciate our folks and appreciate our followers, and we want to say hello to a few people as we do our roll call this morning. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it so much. Brahim from Portland, Oregon, you're number one today. Kevin, number two from Oshawa. Nick from our staff. Andrea, Niagara Falls. Adeline, good morning. Maria, good morning. And Annette, Nouveau-Brunswick. Eric, Ottawa, our nation's capital. Rita, good morning. Mary, how are you? And Elaine, St. John's, Newfoundland. Beautiful. Len and Judy in Edmonton. Francis and Vaughn, Maria, and Micheline, and Jeanette from our staff, good morning. Diane, we appreciate you guys. Wendy from Markham, good morning. Sandy from Perry Sound, how are you? Gloria, San Antonio, Texas. Lori Lee, Ventura, California. Deb, Bonnie, good morning. Donna from Park Hill. IT, good morning. Unionville. Jeanette, how is you? Helga and Dave from Scarborough. Catherine, Parksville, British Columbia. Barbara, Kansas. Maral, how are you? Faye, how is you? And Suzanne, good morning. Jan, watching in Texas. June, good morning. Corner Brook, Newfoundland. Robin, Connecticut. Shirley, Newfoundland. Dorothy, Davenport, Florida. Sandy, lots of Sandys. Jody, Cheryl, West Virginia. I want to sing. Judy, Annette, and Jocelyn from Baxter. Cecilia, good morning. And Holly from Kansas. Jen, and Julie, and Vera, Newfoundland. Okay, guys, let's get going. Babika, thanks, John. We love you guys. You have no idea. Maria. Okay, now, I got to talk to you this morning. Cindy, how are you? Nadine, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Okay, I got to talk to you about a study done in Finland. If Serpa's on with us this morning, she'll appreciate this, okay? Because this study was done in Finland, and it's saying this. I'm just going to quote the findings of the study, okay? Now, if you get our emails, we sent out an email yesterday on this topic, okay? But today, I want to bring you this study that just came out in Finland. It says, insulin levels have a higher statistical value than age when it comes to Alzheimer's. Let me repeat it. Study done in Finland. Insulin levels have a higher statistical value than age. Now, guys, that's earth-shattering research. It's earth-shattering. Think about it for a minute. Alzheimer's is not a disease of the brain of the aged, like people think. The older you get, that's the problem with Alzheimer's. Now, we've been saying this for a long time, but this study out of Finland shows clearly that insulin levels has a much higher statistical value than your age. This is a very, very important study. It's food. between 2004 and 2005, I remember it well because I reported this on my radio show. And here's what I reported. Way back then, Alzheimer's was, they given it a new name, type 3 diabetes. Alzheimer's, type 3 diabetes. That happened between 2004 and 2005. And, you know, can you imagine? Way back when, in the year 2004 and 5, that should have made major news. But for the reasons we talked about yesterday, on our podcast yesterday, we talked about the influence of the food industry. How powerful they are. And they buy research. They actually buy it. They produce more research than the NIH, the National Institute of Health. They pour money. And they expect results from their money. A whistleblower came out and talked all about that. And we talked about that in a recent podcast. Now, I want to talk to you today about your brain. Okay? Now, when you get my age, you really, really think about your brain a lot. I mean, you do. Because the last thing that you and I want is to lose our memories. Okay? Now, where is your memory center? You know me, I like to test you guys because we have the smartest audience in the world when it comes to health. You guys are the smartest, bar none. Okay, so where is the memory center? Let's see some answers. What's it called? Jen, you got it right. Okay, let me see a few other answers. Jen's got it right. Tina's got it right. Sue's got it right. And Carol's got it right. Rose has got it right. You guys, you're so stinking smart. Deb from Detroit got it right. Deb from Timmins got it right. Sandy, you got it right. Nellie, you got it right. You guys are unbelievable. Okay? Dave, you got it right. Listen, Linda, Rosa, you got it right. Jocelyn, yes. Bonnie, if you said hippocampus, that's the memory center of the brain. You guys know how I divide the brain, right? I mean, it's more complex than that, but you got two things you should worry about in your brain, okay? Your hippocampus, and that's easy to remember. Campus, school, memory. Hypothalamus, hormones. Okay? Remember those two centers in your brain. Your hippocampus, the memory center, and your hypothalamus, hormone center in your brain. Okay? From cortisol to estrogen, progesterone, your thyroid. Now, they come from your organs. They're released from your organs, but not without the hypothalamus. Okay, let's get back to the hippocampus. Okay? The memory center of your brain. This, guys, is earth-shattering studies. Okay? Now, the memory center of your brain, remember what we always talk about. Your brain, it only weighs about 3 pounds. Okay? Now, if you eat a lot of fat, and they call you fathead, take it as a compliment. Okay? But it only weighs about 3 pounds. It's only 2% of the size of the rest of your body. It's so small, your brain, okay? But, like the federal government that takes taxes, right? Your brain takes 25% of all your energy from food. 25%. Okay? It's like the federal government. Before you can take home any pay, the federal government goes, you owe me taxes. Right? True or false? It's true. Your brain's the same way. So when you eat, your brain goes, I get 25%. Okay? I get 25%. That's how your brain operates. And I've talked to you in the past about the mitochondria, the energy, the battery packs within your brain. Well, they're all over, but in your brain cells, you got lots and lots of mitochondria. Anyway, okay, let's talk about this. The hippocampus is the most susceptible to that energy. 25% of that energy is in your brain. Okay? And the hippocampus is the most sensitive to that fuel that comes into your brain. Now, you like these analogies that we used in the email? One, your brain, your hippocampus is like a safety deposit box. You like that? Easy to remember. It's a safety deposit box for your memories. Okay? You like that? And your hippocampus operates, okay, safety deposit box, but that's only one. The second part of that safety deposit box, your hippocampus, you have a paid librarian up there that sorts your memories, okay? Sorts them out. And you have in your brain, so you have a safety deposit box, you have a librarian up there who's sorting your memories, and then you have a GPS in the hippocampus that finds your way around your memories and your experiences. That's how your brain, that part of your brain operates. Incredible, isn't it? You got a safety deposit box? Everybody does. The problem with Alzheimer's, the memories are there, but the librarian isn't there anymore. And your GPS inside your hippocampus is not working anymore. You can't sort out the memories. Isn't that crazy? And you know, you get advanced Alzheimer's and they can't even put sentences together. They oftentimes can't talk anymore. It's a very sad thing, but that's how your brain operates. And you know me, guys, you know me enough. I got to make it simple. I got the KISS method of remembering and teaching. Here's my KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm the stupid one. Okay? Keep it simple, stupid. Me, I gotta, you know me and my analogies. You know, the liver, the Costco parking lot, right? That's the way I remember things. I visualize. Now, let's get back to the hippocampus, and higher insulin levels is a much better indicator for Alzheimer's than age. Guys, That is breakthrough research. It is solidifying what they said in 2005 and 2004 that Alzheimer's was type 3 diabetes. Okay? Now, let's go over this a little wee bit. Okay? Let's go into a little bit more detail. Your brain, because it's headquarters, okay, allows fuel to come in rapidly. So if you eat, that fuel, 25% of it is going to the brain in nanoseconds, okay? Because your brain is headquarters. And it takes a lot of energy to run your brain. Here's the problem. When you choose bad food, when you consume sugar, okay? Do you know that glucose, sugar, can go to the brain unimpeded? Nothing to stop it. It doesn't even need insulin. Okay? Doesn't even need insulin. It just goes right to your brain. Okay? What happens? What happens? You become overfed and undernourished. You see, your brain works much better when you give it fat, not carbs. Okay? That's why I always tell you, eat fat and protein. That is the preferred fuel for your brain. Okay? Because the little mitochondria, the little battery packs, glucose, you know what it does? Glucose saturates the brain. It saturates it, and your brain cells are swimming. Your memory cells are swimming in sugar, but they can't use that fuel properly. And that's what they're saying in this Finland study, okay? If your brain, okay, let me bring insulin in now. I told you, it doesn't even need insulin. Sugar can go directly to your brain. Why do you think sugar is so addictive? Think about that for a minute. It doesn't even need insulin. You know insulin, you know what it does. You guys know this. Insulin is a traffic cop. You eat a piece of bread, insulin says, okay, right away your body turns that bread. There's very little protein anymore in bread. It's the way of the flour. And that's been going on well over 100 years, guys. Bread was the first fast food because they went from stone grounding it, the flour, and that kept all your nutrients, lots of protein, whatever. Bread isn't bread anymore. Bread is fast food. It's a junk food because it turns to sugar rapidly. Now you need insulin to say, sugar, you can't park in the bloodstream. I must park you elsewhere. Problem is, you had a piece of bread, toast and jam for breakfast, right? And cereal for breakfast. Insulin doesn't even have time to do its job as far as the brain is concerned, okay? The rest of the body, the insulin will take that sugar and park it either in your muscles, your liver, or fat cells, but not in your brain. Sugar gets up there, and if your cells in your brain develop insulin resistance, Now, especially the hippocampus, is very much affected by that. It's your memory center. It's your memory center. And the memories, they can't get sorted. The librarian is on a siesta. Your GPS inside of your hippocampus, it's not working properly because of insulin resistance. And that's what the study in Finland showed. It proved it. The very best thing you can do to prevent Alzheimer's is lower your consumption of carbohydrates, especially crappy carbs. Bread, pasta, rice, cereals, sugar, sweets, pastries, muffins, bagels, and milk. Because it's too sweet. By the time it gets to the grocery store, they took all the fat out of it. And this is why, guys, I repeat. And when I saw this study out of Finland, unreal. Okay? It's not, Alzheimer's, listen to this, quoting this study, not a disease of the old. Okay? Alzheimer's is not a disease of the old, but a disease of insulin resistance. Cognitive impairment is a disease of insulin resistance. Very significant. And the good news, you can reverse this. It's reversible. The problem is, don't get Alzheimer's. Okay? Because you don't wait. Don't wait. This is prevention, my friend. This is prevention. Insulin resistance. Okay? Insulin resistance. We always talk about it. Food. Insulin's a food hormone. You don't need insulin for anything else. Just when you eat. So a lot of people like, intermittent fasting or whatever, but I'm telling you guys, you can fast without fasting. And the old idea, okay, you got to remember the food industry, they're geniuses when it comes to marketing, because what did they do? Moderation, one word, it's almost like they made it up. You can have everything in moderation. You can drink Coca-Cola in moderation, right? And, they're geniuses. They're marketing geniuses. And so they got people, one, moderation, two, snack frequently. Snack frequently. Guys, that's one of the worst things you can do. Why is that? Because I've taught you this in the past. You eat, let's say you just had your breakfast before the show at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay? You don't see it happening, but your body is processing your food. Now, hopefully, you had bacon and eggs. Okay? Hopefully. Because, let's say you had Tufts University #1 food on the hit parade. Oh. The #1 food, according to Tufts University, is Cheerios. Guys, that is crazy and it's upside down. Anyway, let's say you had a bowl of Cheerios or oatmeal. Okay? I gotta have oatmeal because I gotta go for a poo. If I don't go for a poo, I'm gonna die. Nah, no. Anyway, let's say you just had Cheerios. Cheerios are gonna turn to sugar in nanoseconds. But insulin has got the traffic cop's got to out. You can't stay in the bloodstream. I'm going to park you. It works. See, insulin, depending on what you eat, it's going to tell you how hard it's going to work. When you eat sugar or crappy carbohydrates, like cereal, insulin goes, okay, out. Get out of the bloodstream, sugar. I gotta park you. Get out. You can't park. You're in a no parking zone because sugar destroys blood vessels rapidly. So let's out. Get out. If you have a bagel, you have a muffin. What's the difference between a muffin and a piece of cake? No difference. I remember, Tim Horton muffins, carrot muffins. Are they taste good? Of course they taste good. It's a cake. And they put 8 teaspoons of sugar in a carrot muffin at Tim Hortons. And that's not even the sweetest of their muffins. You go to Dunkin' Donuts. Okay? Don't go there just for the coffee. Don't have breakfast. Okay? But, so what happens, insulin goes crazy. You insist on eating sugar? Crazy. You know how long it goes crazy for if you have a bad breakfast? 4 hours. If you have bacon and eggs, not even an hour. Insulin, it's boy, I got nothing to do. You had bacon and eggs. Isn't that wonderful? And insulin gets an extended coffee break because you ate the right foods. It doesn't have to be the traffic cop. It does a little bit, but not much. Got it? So what happens, what happens is people that are carboholics, they create a phenomenon because they use insulin all the time. They don't realize, oh, Dr. Martin, I'm just having a little healthy granola bar. I'm just having a little snack of granola. It must be good for me because on TV they say it's good for me. No, it's not. Because you need insulin and a lot of it. And it goes on and on and on. Why are we, number one, why are we so obese today? Insulin. It doesn't get turned off. And insulin will not, listen to what I say, insulin will not allow fat to escape. It can't, because as long as insulin is present, it's a jail guard. It will not allow your fat to be burned. It said, nope, you can't get out of jail. Do you think what you eat is important? And the food industry, remember, they're liars, pants on fires. They're big liars. And the food industry wants to keep you fat and snacking. It's the worst thing you can do for your brain. You don't need to snack. Not if you're eating, if you have bacon and eggs, they've proven this 1,000 times over, guys. I mean, it's the research is done. The research is in. You have high protein, high fat. Okay? The way God wanted you to eat bacon and eggs, sausage and eggs. You don't need insulin, hardly at all. You're saving your brain. You're saving your hippocampus, the memory center of your brain. You're paying the librarian in your hippocampus to stay there and continue to work. You've renewed your fees on your GPS inside your hippocampus. It preserves your memory. Guys, it's food. And you're not going to hear it because, like I said, we've got a very powerful food industry that don't give two hoots about your health, by the way. They just don't. They don't give two hoots. The tobacco companies took over the food companies. Remember that. The biggest food company in the world started as a tobacco company, and they are masters at addiction. And if you don't believe me, go to your mall, sit down and have a coffee, and look at the size of people today. If you don't believe what I'm saying, just use your eyeballs and you will see the addictive. Okay, guys, did you have fun? Okay, I did. Okay, guys, we got a great rest of the week, okay? And Friday is Question and Answer Friday, one of our most popular podcasts. Get your questions in. We love you dearly. Talk to you soon.